Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, please give us a 5-star review so we can continue to give you the ish that we talk. And now that is out the way, I will not act like I'm on AM fucking radio. What the fuck's the deal, all of you ugly motherfuckers? What's poppin'? I'm here with you. We here together. We gonna make this shit pop.
What up? What's up? What's up? What's up? All of you ugly MFers. Listen. It's honest to God truth, man. If you ain't got nothing to do on 4:35 in the afternoon and you are listening to us, I applaud you and I respect you. And I bring you into the floodgates of all of us ugly motherfuckers. And I invite you to the issue we talk. When I strictly talk about us ugly motherfuckers, I am strictly talking about me, Lily, the black smoking, joint toting, bad MO that you see in front of you. But I also have to talk about the creme de la creme that listens to us. The bombshells and blonde, the 6-footer do-gooders, the bad MFers, the tree that you want to climb, the sweetest vine that you can never climb upon. I have to give a shout out to my cousin, my family, and my co-host, the lady that pushes the bells and the whistles. Give a round of applause for Lindsay.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, your intros, boy.
Listen, I'm going to need you forever to understand that I get that you love that humble brag, but I ain't never going to give you that humble brag. You know why? The reason why I ain't never going to give you that humble brag, because I want you to forever understand that you, as the person that you do what you do, is one of the best at what you do. I say it all the time on this podcast, and I will say it countless times again. Without you, it would not be no me. So I have to respect when respect is due.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys on the internet would never known about the onslaught of dumb shit that I do if it wasn't for Lindsay. So I have to always put her in high regards because y'all wouldn't know about me if it wasn't for her saying, you know what, your degenerate ass needs to be over here.
Yeah, we kind of need you over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were the best thing that happened to that other podcast. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I was told that, but with you and the other people. So I'm going to continue to do what I can do, to big up my people. I don't give a fuck if it take however long. We're going to make a mint out of this shit, and it's going to be a honeypot for our generations beyond us. And it's always awesome to give you the utmost respect for that, because I would have never known nothing about this platform unless you would have showed me to it.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. And I appreciate you being you, so that I can be like, yes, we need you. Let's make this work.
100%.
So Toby's watching. She says, Lindsay and Lily, hey, ish talkers, let's get into some things. Hey, yes, definitely about to get into some things.
Let's do it. And no Missouri slandering. No Missouri slandering.
And Trick Turner.
That's the only thing I have to say.
Trick Turner is also watching. He says, shout out to the blind bombshell. Thanks.
Shout out to the blind bombs. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Big her up. I'm talking about, listen, she do too much humble bragging. She got a humble brag about her. So y'all don't know shit about her. But I know what I'm saying. as far as her, but I know her. This humble brag is cool, but like, dude, like I know my peoples. My peoples is phenomenal, and she needs her flowers all the fucking time because nigga, that's phenomenal shit that she always do 100% of the time.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. I'm still trying to get used to this hair though. Like when I walk up to a mirror, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when I say, dude, this is you embracing yourself. This is you embracing because you be on some trying to almost hermify yourself. Like, oh nah, I'm gonna put on a hat. I'm gonna wear some braids. I'm gonna do what. You will never just show you like showing you, dude, nigga.
Yeah.
I be proud. I'm representing my cuz to the fullest. Like, yeah, that's cuz right there.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
That's cuz right. Who that girl over there in the blonde? Nigga, that's cuz, nigga. And watch your step.
Right. Right. So Toby says, I wasn't slandering Missouri. I was talking about Sexy Red. I love Nelly. Then Trick Turner says, roses smell like boo-boo. Roses really smell like boo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of, this ain't on the docket, but okay, that video of Andre 3000 at the Jazz Festival with the flute. Did you see it?
I did.
What did you think?
Well, let me take that back. I seen 10 seconds of it because I fuck with Twitter.
Yeah.
Or X, excuse me, X.
I saw 2 videos. One of them didn't sound half bad, but the other one did sound like he put a kazoo on top of a saxophone. It was like, pick up the pieces.
Oh my God. Shout out to Andre 3000, man. Shout out to Andre 3.
Yeah, shout out to him. And it was his birthday too. So yeah, I just wanted, okay, so like a lot of the slander is coming from non-jazz people. I want to hear somebody that actually was at the performance and what their opinion was.
Yeah.
So
because I'm an honest to God say this. Unbeknownst to a lot of people, and I said this in my podcast before, Andre has put down flutes for a lot of these rappers nowadays that y'all don't know about, and a lot of these R&B and what is it? Not complimentary, but
contemporary.
What type of music? Contemporary music.
Yeah. Right.
He's put down flutes for these.
Yeah.
And so it's like, and didn't charge them nothing and told them to not say it was him. So they made up a name.
Yeah.
So I will honest to God say that like the 10 seconds that I seen was just him on a warm-up. Because you never know what he did. We all fail to realize that this is Andre 3000.
Yeah.
Like y'all gonna say whatever y'all want to say about this, but y'all saying it in a segment of a time. So if I seen 10 seconds, if the other video was 30 seconds, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, this is still this man warming up into some greatness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like greatness, like it's a reason why, nigga. And I really want to emphasize this with y'all. He don't want to touch a thing about rap no more. That means the lane that he is doing is providing him a succubus type of life. This nigga is sucking the money out of shit. Yeah. So he's doing it so much that he doesn't want to make another fucking lyric for y'all.
Yeah.
that means he's good at what he do.
Yeah.
So don't give a fuck. That slash the warm up. No, at the end of that, it was the greatest thing they ever seen.
Yeah, that's why I want to hear somebody that was actually there and saw the full performance. Because I mean, just a couple of minutes that I saw, and a whole bunch of slander that came after it, and that was the first video. I was just like, this don't sound like it's on key. This sound like one of them flutes that they give you in elementary school.
Yeah.
Like, and then the second video I saw, I was like, okay, now that don't sound half bad, but I'm not a big jazz person, so yeah. Tohi said y'all thought that man's album, y'all bought that man's album, then talk shit about his performance. He got y'all good. Yeah, but
hey, I will agree with Tony because he got y'all good with thinking he was gonna do anything else but perfecting this craft that he's doing right now.
Yeah. And you know, people, that's what people do, you know, like true artists, they're not gonna stick in one lane, you know. So shout out to him that he wants to do something else and he's getting back out there, because we could not see him. And that's just what it is, you know.
Yeah.
He can still be backpacking through Japan. So he's happy.
Living his best life.
Right. He's happy, he's performing, and I'm not gonna down nobody for that.
Nah. And then let me tell you how serene a life that he lives. This man is able to go to Asia and blend in. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying at this, but this is a black man that is able to go to Asia and blend in.
Yeah.
You tourists, quote unquote. I've been there, so I understand. I haven't been to Japan, so let me scratch that. But I've been places that aren't used to my hue. And I've watched how they follow you and videotape you because they think you are famous. This nigga is famous.
Yeah.
And is still moving like a ninja in Asia.
Yeah.
If you don't respect that, you don't respect a goddamn thing.
Right. I've been there as well, because like when I went to the mosque in Abu Dhabi, yeah, these people that were not of the hue was like, picture, and they wanted to take a picture with me, and I was like, okay. I'm thinking it's because like I had jewelry over my face, so I'm thinking it's that, you know. No, my mom, they took a picture of my mom and then the lady tried to talk to her, and she thought she was from Africa. My mom was like, no, United States. And so my mom said the look on her face was like, oh, because they thought that they was taking pictures with real Africans. And she told me that, I was cracking up. I was like, well, joke's on you. So yeah, that's definitely what happens when you go to places that are not used to us.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm saying.
He warmed up with 3rd grade plastic recorder flute. Yeah. That's what it sounded like in that video. That's what it sounded like. Like,
and he's supposed to. This is not
Africans. Basically,
he's not 30 years or 20 years in. This nigga is a couple years in and is still great at the flute.
Yeah.
So he's gonna start everything on how he learned it.
Yeah. Yeah, but it showed. I'm sorry, it sounded like pick up the pieces. But yeah, so let's just go on to the topic. So yeah, all right. Trump is guilty.
Trump is guilty.
34 counts. So, were you surprised that they got a guilty verdict?
I can't even hold you. I was 100% surprised that I wasn't surprised that he got a guilty verdict. I was 100% surprised that he got called for all 34 counts. But at the same time that I was surprised about it, I get it as far as a legal term. I think Trump, his best interest was to be charged with all of those counts, so all of those counts can be ran with each other. Just because at the end of the day, Trump is still not going to stop running for president.
No. After the guilty verdict, his followers went to his site to donate, so much so that they crashed it. I think it was back up like 30 minutes later. So, and I knew that when I found out the verdict that this was going to be counterproductive in regards to the campaign. But yeah, I didn't think they would go so far as crashing the site. But I was just like, yeah, this is going to be positive, because any negative thing when it comes to a Trumper is positive. That man can go out and feed the homeless from here until the day of election. They're gonna hate that. But him being guilty on this whole situation with using money, campaign money, to pay off a porn star that he had sex with so that she wouldn't talk. Yeah, they love that shit.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be counterproductive as far as the Democrats are concerned, but yeah. So sentencing is July 11th. Do you think he's gonna get jail time?
Even if he does, it's not gonna be long. They're gonna let him right on out before he wins the presidency. Me as somebody that just tries his best to try to pay attention to what's going on, and I know I'm lapsed about a lot of things. One thing I do know is the power of the nigga with charisma. Trump is the nigga with charisma. He doesn't have to know a thing about shit. They're always going to rely on that guy with charisma to be a leader.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think Trump is. I don't think no time, even if he does the whole 5 years. I think, and I'm gonna be the one to say this before anybody else says it. He's gonna be one of the top quotable presidents that are locked up that still make shit move. Like, Trump is more business. Before I say this, because I'm a business guy, but before I say this, I don't agree with any of Trump's ideas or the things that Trump has done over the years. But Trump is more business than any other political leader that we have. And if we have been paying attention since 2008, the U.S. government is business. It has nothing to do with the people. So Trump being more business is always going to reelect him. It's going to reelect him because niggas like me that understand business knows the format of what Trump is doing makes sense if you want to take those risks and go into business. At the other end, you have these super left wings that excuse me, take that lie back. Super right wings that are jumping on Trump's dick because Trump is everything that they want to be. They are standing against the Democratic Party and some of the Republican Party whereas everybody get a free handout.
Mm-hmm.
They're shutting that shit down. No, nobody get a free handout. You want to do this? That one thing about Republicans, they don't mind giving money away, but you have to do some shit to give that money away.
Yeah.
Republicans don't give a fuck. They just gonna give you the money.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care what you do. Republicans say, I'm gonna give you the money, but the speculations into it.
Mm-hmm.
So these super left wingers are going to listen to Trump. Excuse me, these super right wingers are going to listen to Trump because of what's been going on and him getting convicted.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to be like, everything he says is true. Everything he's saying is going in fruition. They're going to do all that. So I keep trying to hold myself back because I don't think and even my white brothers, I don't really think y'all understand that this is the threshold to almost the end of government of what we see government is. Y'all need to start doing things like this because Trump gonna become president. So I'll just put that out there.
You think so?
Yeah, I do think so. And when that happens, it's a lot of things gonna happen to all of us poverty-stricken people. Because I don't give a fuck if you middle class, you're poor to Trump. And I really want y'all to understand that. I don't even give a fuck if you upper middle class, almost upper class. Even the lower standard of upper class is poor to Trump.
Mm. Yeah, Truth says Trump 2024.
Yeah. But I want you to understand, Trick Turner, if you don't make $150,000 in the next 4 years, you're going to be right where I'm at, where you're going to have to grow your own food in order to get something that actually is realistic into your body. And you're actually going to have to fight amongst each other in these states. Because for every state that likes Trump, it is 2 states that don't like him on the other side. And that is only because of poverty. Trump is going to make everybody start to be against each other. I don't know if people pay attention to movies, but they came out with a movie called The Civil War a couple of months ago. But it showed how the president started sanctioning off who he thought was American and who really wasn't American. Basically, who really was a part of his demographic and wasn't a part of his demographic. And it started a civil fucking war. Trump started a whole fucking riot, y'all. And I know I'm ranting. So I understand that, some people would be like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? I want y'all to really understand this. This man just got convicted. This man had a whole coalition of people defend him when he wasn't reelected again. So you already know those people are voting for him. And then, you got people like me, or that look like me, that are voting for him. And then you have the people on the other side that are saying everything he's doing is wrong, when really all he does is make good business moves. So he's going to try to make good business moves. The other people on the other side, God willing, are going to make beneficial moves for the fellow man, and it's always going to clash. And we're going to go through a real fucked up situation. Not only are we going to go through a fucked up situation between the country, we're going to go through a fucked up situation with everybody outside the country, on top of our president could possibly be in jail while he is delegating this shit?
And see, that's my question, because if he is elected and if he is sentenced to be incarcerated, how would that work? Like, will he be able to do his job? Because it's not a remote job. So will he be able to do his job? Or will they be like, okay, will you be on house arrest? I mean, like, but I was thinking like he would pardon himself, but I don't know if is it state or is it federal?
It's state, but you can't pardon
Okay, you
yourself.
can't pardon yourself then. So yeah. So I don't know. But shoot, he might figure out a way to change a law and put an executive order. I don't know.
But he's not the only. This is the thing. It's like, shout out to Michael Becker, one of my associates that I know that gives me a lot of game. He's not the only president that had like real charges pending against them while they was in presidency. It's a couple of presidents that literally shot and killed niggas that was still president, and they did it before that, and they still became president.
Well, it's not against the rules, you know. So I can believe that. I mean,
yeah. So me
he ain't the
saying that is saying this. It's no loophole about prison, because Jasmine said that the other day. Like, it's not no loophole. I'm like, it's no loophole when it comes to that. Like, if you were voted president, they're not trying to figure out that you're just a president.
Yeah, but my thing is that it's not a remote job. Like, how you gonna do that incarcerated? Are they gonna put him on house arrest? Like, man, America's ghetto is hell, dog. Like,
he's gonna be confined to the White House, but he's still gonna be able to do whatever he has to do to delegate America. This is what we're gonna see. We're gonna see Trump, because the maximum. This is the thing. So I don't think a lot of people paid attention to this. The maximum this nigga can get is 4 years.
Yeah.
He's gonna be president and spend those 4 years locked in the White House or whatever house he chooses.
Yeah.
That's why I keep telling people, I'm like, that shit don't mean shit. Yeah. Because that's it. All the shit that happened to him, he's gonna get the black vote because black niggas is stupid, and he gonna act like he's been doing. Like, I've been more I've been more shot down and persecuted than you have, and they gonna be like, you sure have, rich ass Trump.
I can't believe so many people that are flipping. That's the part that's so wild to me. I'm like, what is it now that you are seeing that you didn't see about this man before? Like,
your daddy going to jail. Your daddy going to jail, and he shouldn't have went to jail, but he should have been in jail because he been beating your mama for 20 years.
You know, I don't get it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep it 100. All of us as black people, we fall victim, and we are accustomed to that battered wife syndrome. The same reason why you all of you niggas voted Biden in. I ain't saying you in general, Lindsay, but I'm saying everybody that voted Biden in. Everybody forgot that Biden was one of the reasons why your uncle is still in jail, and he went to jail in 1978 because he started the 3 strikes rule. Not nobody else. He tried to blame it on Clinton, but he the one that wrote the rule up.
Mm.
But y'all still listen to this nigga to say, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Nigga, you destroyed us. And again, I'm one of those people. Before I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm one of those people to say, for those 8 years that we had Obama, nothing ever was clear coded for black folks. It was clear coded. It was clear coded for the LG, the alphabet community. I'm not gonna, because I don't want to ruin y'all name, because I don't want to disrespect y'all. But
and Pride Month.
yeah, and you know, all that, you know, that was he pushed that, but he didn't push anything for us in general. Even speaking of the people in that community, the people in that community even spoke up about how he didn't even, first of all, show the pride for being black. So we have been told all of these secular lies, and we have been pushing down this secular lie of a road. So why would we not be surprised that a nigga that says exactly what the fuck he wants to say is getting the push, even if he goes to jail? Because as a black community, I'm strictly talking to you niggas. Y'all would be like, oh man, it's fucked up, man. Y'all need to free my nigga, man. He didn't do nothing wrong. That nigga shot up a house, killed a mama, a baby, and a grandma, and y'all still be saying free my nigga. So if y'all can do that shit, y'all definitely voting for Trump. Sorry. It just is what it is.
Well, all right. And on that note, yeah. So the next thing is Candace Owens. She is calling for a ban on porn. Now, there already is a ban on Pornhub in Texas. So
yeah, it is, and that's crazy, because Texas got the most niggas.
Yeah, Texas is pretty freaking huge. But you know, Pornhub ain't the only place you can get porn. That's why I don't.
I don't even. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand. Like, what it had to be like. It had to be something against the owner of Pornhub or something. Why they can't do Pornhub, but you can do all the others. But
well, it's more of the mainstream. It has nothing to do with Pornhub in general. It was more of what happened was when that law came through. The owners of Pornhub decided to go ahead and. Yeah, we good? We back?
Yeah.
All right. They decided to strip their IP from Texas, just because that got passed. It has nothing to do with the owners or anything, because the owners of Pornhub don't give a fuck about Texas because they're worldwide.
Yeah.
The thing is, they put a Band-Aid on something that they want a real solution to. That Texas is one of the biggest states, has vast majority of all the people. They put a Band-Aid on what they think is running rampant in Texas. And what I can tell you is that Band-Aid that they put on ain't stopping shit.
No.
It ain't gonna stop shit. Do you think the 12-year-old dude that is going through puberty, that just saw his first pair of titties, is gonna only search Pornhub.
You can go on Google. Like, you don't need to just go specifically to Pornhub.com.
Yeah, that nigga,
Like,
he don't give a fuck about Pornhub being. That little 12-year-old nigga is gonna be able to tell grown men other websites they can go to.
right. Or get one of those, what is it, an IP?
Yeah. He gonna turn around and be like, oh shit, y'all can't go to Pornhub no more. Y'all ain't never been to bigtitties.com. Yeah, bigtitties.com. Nigga, you ain't even gotta do that. Look, they got some incognito shit called some you can call it bigjugsmaximum.org. You ever been on that site? Oh shit, they got niggas nutting on titties and everything. Like this is just shit that 12-year-old gonna tell you.
Wow. But yeah, so so Candace Owens, she described it as a psychological weapon intended to weaken our men and introduce harmful practices like homosexuality, pedophilia, and incest. So she also says it's created by the most depraved among our human race as a tool of enslavement, not freedom. Yeah. Do you think she has a point?
I will say Candace does have a point. But Candace has a point for individuals in her circle. The things that Candace talked about, let me know when I try to deep dive in this and seeing people talking about it. Porn does have a adverse effect on people who have certain fetishes that are above the norm. So I will give her that 100%. She was right, but a broken clock is right 2 times a day.
Yeah.
The problem with her is to ban porn is to throw down a landslide that I don't think you're going to be able to understand, Candace, because so say you ban porn, okay, boom, you get it done, porn is banned. You know what's gonna come after? Swimsuits, and then after that, it's gonna be swimsuit models. Then after that, it's gonna become lingerie. Then lingerie is gonna be banned, and then when lingerie becomes banned, then you at Candace can't do nothing to arouse your husband. Not saying your body is not something that he craves or wants or anything, but I'm only speaking as a man. We used to seeing it every day because y'all show us your body in the unholiest ways every day. So we're used to seeing that. We want to put you in something nice and have you walk around, but we can't do that now because it's banned. You as a black woman, you understand because you got white kids, so you understand how hard it is for black women and black males to even intertwine with each other, and then you're banning a porn, but you're starting a whole revolution of certain things are just getting banned from individuals. So as a black woman and a black man, they can't even express how they want to see each other sexually because you trying to ban it. This is for me, this is a segue effect of what you're doing. So I get it. I get what you're doing. What you're doing is you're trying to make sure that we don't like each other anymore, and it's all just logical that we have to intertwine with each other. I mean, if you want to start Skynet, then just say that, because at the end of the day, we we still need to like fuck with each other sexually. But if you want to start Skynet, you just want to say, hey, we're just gonna move these reproduction organs because we need to make a certain amount of people. If you want to do that, then I mean, yeah, it's cool. Go ahead and do that. But if you're like me that understands that porn is a healthy part of people's lives, and especially for some people who feel inadequate in themselves, I'm talking directly to my male individuals. You know, if they need that jump start to please their woman, and their woman is 100% down with that, why would you try to ban that? Why would you? Why would you shut that down? It's so much stuff that you're doing, Miss Owens, that when you call for a ban, it's flawed. You need to like when people make bills, people have to make speculations in those bills. When you say things like that, you need to make speculations into that. Because it's some things I understand. Gang banging, teen, stepfather, stepbrother, all that. If you wanna go against all that, I'm 100% with you. But when you wanna go against porn in general, you have no idea. Um, and I'm only speaking as a man of myself. It's like um, some women and some males are overly sexualized, and it has nothing to do with porn. It's just something they was born with. They just like sex. So for
But
you to
the
take for you
thing,
to take that from them is going to be wow.
but the thing is that like when you bring it up like those specific um um genres, I guess, subgenres. Um, yeah, those can be disturbing, and you will side eye the person that likes to view those, right? That's kind of granted, but you can go down a slippery slope when you start doing that, because what if there's something that you don't think is anything wrong, but somebody else might think it's wrong, and they want to ban that subgenre, you know? Like, say for instance, all women that got in a weird proportion of nipple to breast ratio, like,
Oh yeah, them women with
let's
them big old areolas,
yeah, let's
them
ban those.
areolas with them big ass areolas with them little bitty ass nipples.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's ban
I've been
all
there, done that
those.
too.
But let's ban all those. Then the people that like them is like, well, hey, what's like, what's wrong with those? You know,
Again, it's a slippery slope.
it's a
Uh,
slippery slope. So, like, it's kind of, I mean, if you start banning specific subgenres, it's gonna turn into a mess, because if you don't like a particular subgenre, if you think it's weird or whatever, then who's to say that you don't come out, start a petition to try to get it banned? You know, like we, but I can see her point with it being like an unrealistic expectation.
yeah,
Like art imitating life. Like you might want to try some of that weird shit out in real life, but I need some facts. I need some numbers. I need some statistics on where that actually happens, and it's not a good thing.
yeah. See, me and you are more on the page of I I really think that if you're gonna say for instance they're gonna ban porn, you know,
Mhm.
it has to be genres to it. Like it has to be uh because again the United States that we live in, you know, they try to be on this quote unquote Christianity type of life.
Mhm.
Even if you do that, it's a lot of people that ain't in church every day that still represent Christianity. So it is certain things that I guess you can band off from America. But even if you do that, it is still going to be spots where people can find what their fetish is. At the end of the day, it is strictly. I'm just one of those people that because I'm never going to tell anybody to knock off porn. I love porn. And not to be super obsessive or anything extra on when I say that. It's just like I understand that certain genres pique certain people's interests, men and women. I'm not. I'm probably vanilla when it comes to porn. I just like black on black. Black on black, and I like and black on black. I need you to have fat asses. But other than that, I'm not into everything else. When I see stepbrother, stepfather, shit like them the shits I don't look at.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just all on the individual.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, those to the average person is a bit weird, but all it takes is one person to take it too far and be like, this is weird. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna do a petition to get this banned and blah 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 blah. So,
I mean, and that's the thing. Like, so say we ban porn, right? So boom, we banned it. I know for a fact that we have in this city alone at least 3 sex dens. You wanna triple those?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to start tripling those sex dens, and then when you triple those sex dens, you're gonna have certain people with certain deviancy type of tendencies. You want to do that again? Like we went through the 70s with a bunch of sociopaths, sexual sociopaths that they don't even talk about. They only talk about the ones that dropped more than 5 bodies. You want to talk about the ones that actually did that shit?
So your argument is saying that access to porn is actually making the world safer.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I can honestly God say that because some of these people, and I hate to say it like that, but I'm gonna keep it a total beam with everybody. Some of these people that are socially awkward, never been able to talk to a female, but are physically stronger than everybody in their house. If that nigga spends the majority of his time upstairs watching porn, you want him to be up there. You want him to be up there. Excuse me. If not, you're gonna end up having to shoot him.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I just put it in perspective. If you got somebody like a Ted Bundy at your house, and not saying that Ted Bundy's not not a horrible guy, because Ted Bundy was horrible. But what I'm saying is, if you got a nigga who is showing these same tendencies, and you got him upstairs watching porn, you want him upstairs or do you want him in the public?
I would want him upstairs. It makes the world a better place if he's upstairs. So,
I mean, yeah, I'd be. I don't know. I'm not gonna say porn is a good thing for individuals, because some people can be so fucked up off porn that they think they gotta treat a woman that way. So I'm not saying porn can be a good thing or a bad thing. I'm saying porn is essential for America because I don't know nobody else. I'm not overseas. For America, porn is saving a lot of you motherfuckers from a lot of hardships.
Well, on that note, yeah, I guess you're against the porn ban. So
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I
we got
mean, I feel like the porn ban is the porn that should be banned is already in effect. You know, but I don't know,
yeah,
like anything else is like going down a slippery slope.
yeah, because there's a lot of porn. Is like I get it, like um, like rape porn, gang bang porn, all this type of shit, step brother, step mom, all that shit. I see that just being degenerate and just fucked up shit.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you like, it's weird, but I'm not. It's not illegal. You know, like if you were to do that in real life, it's not illegal. If everybody
And,
gives consent, it's not illegal.
well,
The
rape
only
porn is rape
well,
porn is
I said if everybody
illegal.
gives consent, if everybody gives consent.
But see, that's the
Because
thing, and
people
see, this is
role play like that. People role play like that. So that would be giving consent if that's your role play thing.
okay. But so I will say this, because I know about this from a couple of years ago. See, what ends up happening and these rape porns is they will sign a contract. Certain women and certain males sign a contract, and they'll say, "This is what I want them to do." And then what ends up happening is they get totally downgraded and demoralized. They'll turn around and sue and say, "That's not what I signed up for." It's been a lot of people. And I'll just be me. One that I know about is Rico Strong. Rico Strong, his porn career was tainted, and he don't get the spots that he should get, just because he decided to jump on one of these degrading type of uh, uh, woman bashing, almost rape mentality porns, and and the woman said that she didn't expect him to do so much, and he had to go through a whole bunch of litigations, just because this is what these people told him to do. He ended up becoming he won the case, all that shit, everything is cool with him, but he still has the stigma of a lot of women be like, oh nah, he's too aggressive. But he was doing everything that those people told him to do.
The
So that's
producers
why
and stuff.
you said what?
The producer and director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, man, it's just you gotta be mindful of what you do. It's like certain porn shouldn't be easily accessible to people. And again, my opinion, that's what the dark web was created for. If you want rape porn and all that old extra shit, you shouldn't be able to pull that shit up on Google. You got to go. You should be able to go deep into that to find that.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, like I said, like once you get to doing all that, it does take you down a slippery slope. So I don't know. Maybe she has a point, maybe not. But I guess we'll see if anybody pays attention to her to actually do something. Um, but yeah, well, speaking of inappropriate things on the web, so there was a teacher in Texas that was making OnlyFans videos in her classroom, and she's an elementary school teacher. She made a couple of videos, and Yeah. Now she was fired for something else. The school did not even know that she was making these videos. But the controversy comes in because she's not banned from teaching. And she was actively looking for another teaching position with another school district. And
She shouldn't be banned from teaching.
Making porn videos in while school is in session in her classroom.
Was anybody in that classroom?
It doesn't matter. Anybody could have walked in the classroom. And
no. That's what they have locked doors for.
And
After active shooters, they have locked doors.
And she had her badge on in one of the videos.
Now that was the problem.
I feel like you should not be engaging in anything adult of that nature on school ground. Period. Full stop. Like, if you want to do role play with school or something, then you're gonna have to go to a stage or a studio, a sound system, like a sound stage or something like that. Like, you're gonna have to build a set. But no, like, and it's an elementary school, and it was during school hours.
I agree.
You can hear kids in the background on one of the videos. There was kids in another classroom. Excuse me, I think like across the hall or something. And you can hear them in the background of one of the videos. So what made it go viral, however, is because this guy who is an activist, I believe he's with The Nation. His name is Cornell X. He did a press conference. And in the press conference, he described to a T what was going on in one of the videos. And he was like, she bent over and all you can see is cellulite and pubic hairs. Like, and the man sounds like Martin Luther King Jr. So just imagine Martin Luther King Jr. talking about cellulite and pubic hairs. Like, he was.
And all you can see is pubic hairs.
Oh, it was terrible.
That shit was wild.
So, I'm a little familiar with Cornell X because he's on this show Face Off that's on Fox Soul. And he has very, very, very controversial opinions about a lot of things. But he's not wrong with this. Like, they are really pressing the school district to try to get her banned from being a teacher. So, yeah. What are your thoughts on this whole situation?
I'm gonna rustle a couple of feathers when I say this, but I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you. Teachers don't get paid shit.
They don't.
Whatever a teacher does to sustain her lifestyle outside of the classroom should never be spoken in the classroom.
And I'm not mad at you for that opinion. My whole issue is it being in the classroom.
And that's where I digress.
Mm-hmm.
And I say things always should be private. All these things we hear about these teachers with these OnlyFans, we only hear about them because they come out because they've done something that either alerted a student or they've done it in the school setting. It is a million teachers. I'm only guesstimating, But it's a million teachers that has an OnlyFans that y'all never know about because they're actually are doing it where it is preserving their reputation, and they're able to make funds out of it. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to show your standing out tattoos, things of that nature, and you can become very successful doing what you do. And I don't knock anybody. It has nothing to do with even with teachers or just people in general. I have no problem with you making an OnlyFans. I'm just one of those people that will respect that. I'm not the person that's going to pay for your OnlyFans because I've never done that before. But I respect you for doing it, and I know every time it's just one of me, it's 100,000 more people that will pay for you to do the things that you're doing. And if it sustains your life and it sustains your family's life, I 100% agree with everything you're doing. What I want you to understand is that that's one aspect of your life. The other aspect of your life is actually being a teacher. So focus on that when you are not putting them cameras on your pussy hole. And that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Those days of teachers having this aura about them that, you know, they're upstanding pillars of the community, those days are kind of done. We probably was the last generation that had teachers that was like that.
And they were only females because the niggas that we had was dogs. I remember Hickman Mills. Hickman Mills, hey man, those male teachers were degenerates. Facts.
Well, my experience with teachers that were good stopped after elementary school, because once I went to Raytown, it went downhill very fast. So when I speak of that, I'm speaking of when I was at LAD. So
yeah,
and Carver.
I mean, but and I can only speak. I can only speak for myself as a person who was in the education field. And I'm high ranking in the education field. Don't get it twisted. I'm not a para. I'm not nobody on the low totem pole. I'm in a high ranking part of the education field. What I will say is, it is a handful of individuals, male and female, that actually are legitimate, worthy to do this. You have to be worthy. You are taking care of children.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want nobody to ever think that's a regular job. You are taking care of children. This ain't this ain't being at the Ford plant.
Right. Right.
So when you do that, it's a certain way you have to carry yourself.
Yeah, but people don't look at it like that. They look at it like it's a job.
Yeah, and that's the always going to be the flawed thing to me, because it's like, no, you have an obligation. I know people say that a lot with certain aspects of life. I don't care if you're a basketball player or the nigga that's slaying trash. They tell you have an obligation to do A, B, and C. But no, this is real shit. You have an obligation to guide children. So you do have to you have to absorb the way of acting that is not only beneficial for the children, that is also beneficial for you and your core life.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like you have to, like I could never do the job that I'm doing if I didn't have 100% awareness of I am supposed to guide them to be better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but that's not the case with a lot of people, unfortunately. And um especially with the elementary level, like you're molding, you're part of molding this kid on how they enter life, you know, and how they interact and all that kind of stuff. So it's wild that you're actually, you know, not being a good, outstanding person in school because she had inappropriate behavior. I don't think it was anything sexual, but she had inappropriate behavior, and that was the reason why she was fired in the first place. But the fact that she was doing all of this on school ground and on top of what she was getting fired for anyway, it's just like, dang, they just hiring anybody to do certain things. And that should be a job where they are really looking at every aspect of your life because you're going to be very monumental in these little kids' lives. So the fact that that is not occurring, and even when you do get outstanding pillars of the community, they are not being paid the amount that they should be paid. All of that is just, it's crazy. It's
I
crazy.
mean, yeah. I'm a stickler on all teachers should be getting paid basketball numbers. Um, just because we have seen what happened in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have more people overseas that become doctors here than you actually have doctors here. They get paid for being doctors.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why we have that is because those people were actually getting a financial amount of backing for them to become who they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this capitalistic society is wild, to say the least. Um, yeah.
Yeah, you know, and I would say in Sweden alone, Sweden pays teachers bench player basketball money, and I'm talking about that's first year teacher.
Mm.
Um, to the almost to the point where they pay you so much money where you literally like if say if they got pregnant, boom, 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 had the baby, they can take off and still get paid a teacher's salary the
Mm.
first year their kid is just developing.
Yeah.
This is what they do. I've talked
Yeah.
about this before on this podcast, but I really want y'all to understand this is what people outside of America do. They get paid those type of numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But you yelling and you cussing out the teacher because your baby ain't got crayons, but you don't know that this bitch got to pay for that shit herself.
Yeah.
On top of only making $42,000 a year.
Right. Right.
So this bitch got a $90,000 house, a $50,000 car. Let's put it in perspective.
Right.
All this. So she got these. So those are bills on top of insurance that she has to pay for herself as a teacher, or he has to pay for himself as a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Let alone if this person has children. So let's just stalk it one person alone, and then just taxes to come out.
Mm-hmm.
So this teacher is probably making at best $32,000 to $33,000 a year on top of all this debt, and then you call them and tell them why my baby ain't got Kleenex. Bitch, why you ain't bought the Kleenex?
Yeah.
Because I can't do it myself.
Right. And then they're continually cutting the budget, so you're barely getting the tools that you need to even teach the kids. And then you get these parents complaining about how longer the list gets every year of the school supplies that are needed to start the first day, which I get. It's all messed up, but it's not the teacher's fault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then they got to deal with your kids who don't act right. And then you're not even looking at the whole picture. You just going off of what your kid says. And, you know, sometimes the kids be right. Sometimes they don't be right.
Dude, listen.
You
Because
know?
I've been in this field this long, I will say this. And I will implore you to ask your cousin Janae this. Every time it was school supplies, that school supplies list that gets sent, I used to double that because I used to always say it's somebody that can't afford it.
Yeah.
So I would double it every time. So every time they said you need 4 of this, I get 8 of that. Every time they said that you need 2 of this, I get 4 of that because I knew it was somebody who was in my demographic that couldn't afford it at all.
Right.
And I know the teacher can't do it because I'm working in this field.
Right. Right. But that's you, which I commend you for that. You know what I'm saying? But you always gonna get a couple of them parents that's always complaining, why I gotta buy all this, blah 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 blah. My issue when I was a kid, like I used to get like the cool stuff. And my teacher, like when I was in like second, third grade, my teacher, say for instance, I would get like the Lisa Frank pencils and stuff. So my teacher would collect all the pencils and give us like 2 pencils a day. So I used to get mad because I want to write with my own pencils. Why you got to collect all our pencils?
Exactly. That's why
I want to write with my own stuff.
That's why I used to do the things I did because I knew how it was.
Yeah. Yep. And then Valiant Thor is watching. He says Trapper Keeper. Yep. I used to have those too. Yep. So but yeah, that's what I would be upset about. But other than that, I wouldn't really be tripping off of it. But some people used to trip.
My nigga, I've single-handedly made sure that even if you didn't use it this year, I have single-handedly made sure, and I can only say this on my own regard, for the time I deal with Dayana to the time that I didn't deal with Dayana, I have bought Trapper Keepers for more than 30 students.
Yeah.
Because I would buy a bunch of them. Because if you get them very early, that's one thing I realized. Before school supplies and all that shit was, they give you the list. If you get it very, very early, like in the beginning of the summer, them Trapper Keepers was like $5.19.
Yep. Yeah.
So I would buy at least 10 to 12 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good deal on them things because around the time that the school supplies getting close to the first days of school and whatnot, them things would be a good $15-$20.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some of them motherfuckers would be like $35.
The ones with the zippers. Yep.
Yeah. But if you get them early, if you get them right after summer, because nobody's thinking about school.
Right.
You get them right in the middle of summer. Man, I used to get them shits for no more than $6-7.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Right. And I used to clear them shits.
Right. Do they still make those?
I don't know. I don't know reason why I don't know because I wouldn't find out until my son starts going to school.
Yeah, like I ain't bought no school supplies. But yeah, so so that's the teacher with the porn. So, next up is in other stupid ass news. This guy out of Michigan, uh, uh Lord have mercy. He had a court date, a virtual court date, where he went up in front of a judge to appear virtually. And they asked him, was he driving? And he was like, yeah, I'm about to pull up into the doctor's office. I'm parking right now. I'm parking right now. So he parked, and then they continued. The problem with him was that he was appearing because of a suspended license. So the judge was just like, he was looking off to the side like, am I being punked right now? Like, and he looked it up on the computer. He told the prosecutor, because the lawyers was there or whatever, and they were talking about the case, and he was just like, he looked it up. He was like, the guy's license is suspended, and so he's appearing over a suspended license. And so the lawyer tried to say something, and the judge was like, no, I'm looking it up right now. His license is suspended, and he was just driving.
The lawyer shouldn't have said shit. The lawyer should have just collected that money knowing this nigga going to jail.
Right. And so basically the judge revoked everything and told him that he's gonna have to report to jail by 6 p.m. that day. And that's just what it is. And so the dude is looking so dumbfounded, like he didn't realize what the hell he was like just happened. And he was like, oh my God, at the end. And then the video ended. How dumb you gotta be to appear virtually for a court appearance about a suspended license while driving, and then admit to you driving. Like, I would have so been like pulled over or parked first and then got on, and just been like, oh no, I'm just sitting in the car. It's not moving. This isn't my car. I'm not driving. Or, anything but not drive on video. Like, what? What are we doing, sir? And then you want to look dumb wrong, like you don't know that was going to happen. Like, they wouldn't be able to tell that you were driving on your suspended license that you are appearing for. So yeah, what are your thoughts?
My nigga, when that nigga said, I'm pulling up at my doctor's office, give me 1 second, I knew right then and there he had no idea what laws was. He had no idea what laws was. He is totally dumbfounded about everything that's going on in his life. He has no idea what laws do.
Man.
Because who the fuck says, again, you have a charge for a suspended license. They ask you, are you driving? I don't give a fuck if you were driving. You supposed to say no.
Right.
No. I don't give a fuck where you were going. No.
Right. I would have acted like it was Uber. Thank you, sir. Thank you for dropping.
Exactly. Like, no.
Right.
No. This motherfucker said, I'm going to my doctor's office. Give me 1 second, and now I'm gonna be stationary. My nigga, I love all of us. Because I love all of us, I'm able to tell you that, You're not invited to my house. Not at one time ever in your life. Because you know what type of nigga you is. You the type of nigga that'll bring the feds through because you met him at the gas station and he said, I'm trying to have a good time. And you bring him over. You don't even know him from nothing.
Right. Oh, I know where a good time is. Give me 1 second.
Exactly. Give me 1 second. That nigga said, give me 1 second. That shit killed me. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Listen, American.
No, what killed me at the end? Oh my god.
Oh my God was when he said that, I just knew he was defeated. But in the beginning of it, for him to even think that this was cool to do, to be like, nah, hold on, I'm just pulling up at my doctor's. Give me 1 second. I said, this nigga don't know that he's going to jail.
Right.
He literally don't know he going to jail.
Like legit. I was like, well, did he turn himself in? Like, I want a part 2. I want to see how this ends up.
Dude, if I was a judge, I would have said niggas at his ass ACP. Like ASAP, this nigga would not even, soon as he pulled up, they would have been saying, hey, bro, come on out of this.
Right. Nah, but he was even nice. He was like, I'm going to let you go to the doctor, but you're going to report by 6 o'clock. Yeah. I was like, and then I was reading the comments on it, and I read a comment that said the judge is actually a real cool judge. He gives second and third chances all the time. So the fact that man just played in his face like that, oh, you going to jail.
Yeah, you can't play with me like that. Like, even if I do give chances out,
right,
I'm not gonna give no chance out to you like that, my nigga. You are not even you're not helping my cause.
No, not at all. Not at all. Like, you're not worthy of a second and third chance. You need to go sit and think about your actions, sir. Like, what?
Give me 1 second. That shit resonating to me so bad. Like, I laughed so hard because I was like, this nigga do not understand that this man is about to punish him for this. He said, I'm just pulling up at the doctor's office. Give me 1 second.
Right. What was killing me though is the judge kept looking to the side like I know this is not what's happening right now. That shit was funny.
Yeah, that whole sequence right there. Yeah. I'm talking about when I say I was in stitches, cuz I was in stitches. Like, I'm talking about I am dying. Like, this nigga, he cannot think that he is not gonna go unscathed from this.
Oh no, he can't think that at all.
He said, I'm pulling up in my doctor's office right now. Give me 1 second. First of all, any nigga that carries the one like that, they do not think they're going to jail.
No. Yeah, we gave you 1 second already. But that and as soon as he started getting called out on it, he just went off the screen. I was like, oh shit, that's probably some shit I would do if I was this dumb. Just up my connection, right?
See, the whole thing in a nutshell is they cannot decipher who's driving the car. Even if you are driving the car, you gotta have somebody directly on the side of you so you could be like, boom, he the one driving. Even if he's not driving, you gotta be able to point it to that guy. Mm-hmm. Like, right. You didn't even do that. You didn't be like, nah, my mama's driving me, and bring your mama's old ass into it.
Right.
You didn't do that.
He didn't even try. That's what I'm saying. I would have acted like I was in an Uber. Like, oh, thank you for the ride, Mr. Uber, sir. Like, something, you know. But no, he didn't. He told the truth. He was honest.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Right.
I'm gonna start saying people every time somebody catches me on shit, I'm gonna be like, hold on. Give me 1 second.
Right. Like, who was that bitch on the phone? Oh, hold on.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Right. Let me get this shit together first. That's gonna be like, who was that bitch that said something to you at the mall? I'm gonna be like, hold on. Give me 1 second. Like, who the fuck does that? Like,
dude,
I think this is obvious you fucked up.
Right. Oh man, that shit was a mess.
I'm gonna do that forever. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
Right.
America, and I'm talking about forever in my life. I am always gonna be like, give me 1 second.
Right. Right. Like I thought this report was supposed to be done. Hold on.
Yeah.
1 second.
The difference between me and that guy is if I tell you give me 1 second, I'm probably about to swing on you. Because I know I'm going to jail. I'm at this point, and I know I'm going to jail. So I ain't even about to play with nobody. When I say that, just know I'm loading up because I'm trying to clear your shit. Like, why was you over here right now? I'm sorry, officer. Give me 1 second. I ain't about to clear this nigga shit.
Right. I'm about to make this worth it. Shit.
Yeah. I'm about to really fight.
Right. Oh man, that shit was a mess. A fucking mess. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, and we are not related because that man's last name is Harris. So no, we're not of the Michigan Harrises.
That's a yeah. That's the shit y'all be doing. That's the shit y'all be pulling up the shit like, hey man, you just got you going to court for tax evasion and you pulling up in the Benz. You like, it's cool. Give me 1 second.
Right. Right. Pull it up in the Maybach. Like, hold on.
Right.
Hold on.
It's all right. Don't even worry about that shit. Give me 1 second. You're going to jail.
Right.
You're going to jail.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what it is.
I don't know that.
For the fact that nigga was like, oh man, like niggas don't act like they coming against you. Like, as a black man, I will honestly say, don't act like the world was coming against you, nigga. You did that shit to yourself.
You absolutely did. And your motherfucking ass probably drove your ass to turn yourself in. Like, that's the killer part about that. Like, you're dumb. You dummy. You big dummy. But yeah.
You know he did. I not even being not even trying to be funny. This stupid ass nigga was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna just go ahead and get this shit over with. And drove that goddamn car to the police station and got that bitch impounded.
Okay. He probably walked in like, is it okay if I park right here?
I'm gonna just park it outside. I'm gonna have my mama come pick it up. No, nigga, nobody's coming to pick that bitch up.
You know he did. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. I am not related to no Michigan Harrises. We are not related. Nope, that is not of us.
Hold on, let me find out. Give me 1 sec.
Right. So yeah. So our last story is Miss Erica Banks. So Erica Banks, the rapper, she has already had a BBL. And her body looked great.
Yeah, it did. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Erica got a nice body.
She looked great. However, she was dissatisfied with the proportion of what she had in the first BBL. So she went back and got a second BBL. And this is what she looks like now. So now it looks like a shelf. And not in a good way.
Does that look like a shelf to you?
Mm-hmm. They got curved ends.
Yeah.
It looks like when people make those real crazy wallpapers and they and then the top of the top of the wallpaper like stands out. That ass looks like the top of the wallpaper to me. You know when they be having like the boom and boom and boom, like that's what it looks like. It looks like the shit. She shouldn't have did it.
No, she shouldn't have. She shouldn't have. I mean, I don't necessarily want to tell people what to do with their bodies. It's their body, their choice, you know.
Right. But BBL should be proportional.
Yeah. And her first one was. She looked great.
It was. I didn't even know she had a BBL at first.
I didn't either till this happened. I didn't either. You know. Yeah. So now, she was at some fest where she performed. The bottom half was like a bikini, but it just looked like she had on pants and had put butt pads in the pants. Like it was weird. But she like it. She like it. You know, it's been all over everywhere that she's had this situation. And yeah, she pretty much, you know, don't give a damn what nobody think. Because she put out a video twerking. Just pretty much saying, I mean, she didn't say it, but I guess in the video she was just showing us that she likes it and she don't care what anybody else says or whatever. Which, okay, that's fine. You know, that's how you're supposed to be anyway. But yeah, I just wish she wouldn't have messed it up because she was fine before. So, but yeah, what are your thoughts on this second BBL that she has received?
I mean, honestly, without even trying to be politically correct, it's like I just don't understand why she did it. I'm stuck in a category of why. It's like because now your BBL looks abnormal. If you did it the first time and that makes your body look normal to the rest of us, like we just thought you was thick. Like before the BBL, like I even Googled Erica Banks before the BBL, and like she was just she still she was chubby, little chubby fat ass woman. So I get her doing the first BBL. I don't understand the second one. Like the second one to me is more of you just got caught up in being addicted to plastic surgery because that doesn't make you look good at all. Right. Nothing about that makes it look appealing.
Right. Toby says, that child looks a hot ass mess. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that second BBL at all. Because now she's gonna be knock-kneed and she's already disproportioned because she has this big ass, you know. But it's too big for her frame. She's gonna be knocked down. And it's gonna be weird, and she's gonna have an issue in a few years. She's gonna have an issue, and and knocking on wood, but I don't want it to turn into the issue that K Michelle had. You know what I mean? Like that whole K Michelle situation would have turned me against anybody's BBL. You know, but. Mm-hmm.
I mean, my whole thing with the like, I get it, whatever. If you want to do a BBL, as long as you're doing it uh per a doctor and per what you're supposed to do, like transferring fat, like I don't think anything's wrong with it. My thing is when you go too far with it,
Mm-hmm.
like she's going way too far with it.
Yeah, yeah, she didn't went way too far with it. Um, but I do get body dysmorphia, so I do understand and I do sympathize and empathize with people that struggle with that. So I can definitely understand her being like, even though everybody telling her she looked great, she is probably like, I don't feel like I look great. So I definitely get that, you know. So
Yeah.
um but yeah, I don't think she's gotten this much press since she's been out.
I don't think so either. But
Yeah.
our press ain't good press.
All press ain't good press, but
Yeah, cause you getting that shit look horrible, my nigga. Like,
hmm yeah. And the killer part about it is that the girl is talented. You can't take that away from her. The girl is talented.
that is a fact. That's one thing that I just don't understand. It's like you can actually do this um on whatever scale you want to do it on,
Hmm.
but because you have this platform, you have to act a certain way. Um,
Yeah.
that's going to hinder her from being the Erica Banks that the world want to see. The
Right.
world want to see you being you.
Hmm. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So that's that. So yeah, I don't have any final thoughts. So Jerry's final thoughts, take it away.
Man, we've been through a lot of fuck shit this show. So I mean, I don't really have too many final thoughts. One thing that rings in my head that I just want to tell everybody is this one. And Lindsay probably laughed at this, but I'm gonna be 100 with this. Hey, listen, y'all gotta stop putting small people in porn. I know they tried to ban porn, and that's fine. If you want to ban porn in your household and whatever. Well, what I'm saying is, what we need to start really banning is small people in porn. Like, it's giving a lot of you little dick niggas false security. Um, every woman ain't that midget lady or a small person lady because I don't want to disrespect nobody. Um, so if you think you about to bag a baddie that is 3'4", you're lying to yourself. Better understand what it is that your dick do with a fucking 5'6", uh, middle 30-year-old lady. Sorry, I'm laughing, but it's the truth. It's like a lot of y'all have these false accusations of what y'all think gonna happen to y'all in life. Stop doing that. And as always, take care of yourself and others.
Oh jeez. All right. All right. So, do want to make an announcement that this evening we will be watching a live stream. We will be doing a live stream where we're watching the movie The Room. So if anybody has any plans, you can definitely come on over and watch that with us. We're gonna stream it on Facebook here probably in the next 30 minutes.
Yes.
Oh yes.
I've never seen this either, so it's gonna be really funny for me.
Right. So yeah, and it's The Room that came out in 2003, starring Tommy Wiseau. If anybody's ever heard of the movie The Disaster Artist, that's what a disaster artist is about. It's about the making of this movie, The Room. It's a collaboration with my other podcast, Roomies Review the Movies, with my co-host Maria. So yeah, we'll be doing that within the next 30 minutes. So yeah. But other than that, yeah, this was episode 123 of the Ish We Talk, and we will see you guys for episode 124. Bye.
Exactly.